Here is how to add and configure your first edge component in Defguard. The edge component, formerly proxy, is a public entry point for Defguard. It exposes core functionality while keeping the core service private. It also enables scalability and high availability by allowing to add multiple edge instances. While a basic setup can run without it, the edge component is required for MFA connection, user enrollment, and password reset, making it a crucial part of the system. Now let's add an edge component in the core service UI. What you need to do is go to the edge component section from the main menu, and here you'll see a button which will start the process of adding a new edge component. First, there is a screen with examples on how you can start your edge component. Our recommendation is that it should run on a separate server that is publicly available, while the core component stays in your private internal network. So after you started your edge component, you can check this and go to the next step. First, you will need to add a name for your edge component, and then you need to tell the core component where it is. Currently, I'm running a local Docker Compose deployment, so I'll just use the internal Docker service name. And now the core component is adopting the edge component. Adoption is a process of issuing a certificate for the edge component, which allows for a secure connection. Then you go to the confirmation page, and you can either add another edge component if you want to have a high availability setup, or you can go to the edge components list. And as you can see, my edge component was added and it's already connected. So right now you have established a secure connection between the edge component and the core component, but what is also important is how the edge component is exposed to the client applications. And this setting is available in the settings section. In the instance settings, there's a public edge component URL. So that is the URL that the edge component is exposed at. And if you went for a high availability setup, this address should point to the load balancer that is routing the traffic to multiple edge components. And now you have the edge component available to your clients. After you add a user and enroll the user, he will receive this URL and the client will communicate with this address. The edge component itself also has a basic UI allowing your users to enroll and reset the password. So if you go to this address, you'll see the edge component interface. So you as a Defguard user trying to connect, you can launch your enrollment process by giving the token generated during the enrollment process, or you can reset your password. And that's it. Thank you for watching.